Okay, guys, I've been working on a kind of a carnivore type fasting mimicking diet for like the last 2 weeks. I've been trying to come up with some basic ingredients and foods because weight loss plateaus on the carnivore diet are a real thing. And I've been like really trying to find a solution to all of this. And I'm pretty sure I came up with a good one. This week, I have had some amazing results, and I just want to share those with you. Okay, guys, so what I got prepared for you for this week is I have a video here. I got it broke down into about 5 or 6 different parts so I can basically explain everything that I did in order to accomplish exactly what's happened to me this week. Now, the first thing that I need to talk about is how I got prepared for this type fasting mimicking situation for the remainder of the week. And on Sunday night was the night that I actually prepare. And I usually do this type of stuff right before I do any type of major fast or any fasting mimicking type practices for weight loss. For starters, I started out with 4 3/4 pound hamburger patties cooked in a pan with some cheese. This time I did not add any sauce. Even though I wanted to, I didn't add any sauce. I just put salt on them. And the next thing I had was something pretty simple. 3/4 pound. Okay, that's right. I had half of a Costco bought cauliflower pizza. So that was about 600 and something calories plus whatever calories is in all of that. It's about 1.5 pounds of meat that I ate. And that's how I just get myself set up. I try to fill my gut with as much nutrition as possible. And the cauliflower pizza is to hopefully, potentially take me out of ketosis before I actually get started into the week. And I do that on purpose because I want to get out of ketosis so that way I can naturally come back into ketosis, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then throughout the following week. Oh, and I almost forgot, I had to drink a lot of water and I also took a lot of electrolytes. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is what I ate for the week and what my expectations were for the week. Well, my expectations is to be healthy and have a lot more energy, potentially lose some weight by the end of the week. But the amount of weight loss that I had was pretty freaking fast, and it was dramatic throughout the week. It was like bumpity 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 bump. I was watching the weight fall off like every single day throughout the week, and we're going to go over those numbers here in just a little bit. So every day I start my morning out with just drinking regular black coffee, and then I get a glass, just an empty mug, and I fill that with, I put a shot of lemon juice in there. Then I put a shot of apple cider vinegar in there. Then I add Redmond's real salt. And I also use a product called No Salt, and I use that for potassium, which is extremely important when fasting because I get a lot of leg cramps. So that is my solution to not get leg cramps. And then I start taking my vitamins and nutrients after that. Now, my vitamins and nutrients, that includes 1 tablet of 50 milligrams zinc, 3 fish oil capsules, 2 magnesium, and 3 vitamin D3s. And that's all the extra supplements I take when I'm fasting and when I'm doing all of this stuff. Before I started a long time ago, I was taking, B12. But since I've been on the carnivore diet and done a lot of extensive blood work, it's shown that the B12 supplement isn't even necessary at this point anymore. So I don't even use those. Let's talk about what I had for meals for the week. Now, this is pretty interesting because this is a lot of food. This is actually quite a bit of food. Now, I was doing an OMAD type or 24-hour type fasting. So I would go to work, and then when I got home, that's when I would start to eat this type of food here. So I started out the week with 1 can of sardines, and this is every single day. I did the same exact meal when I got home from work. So 1 can of sardines per day, that's at 200 calories. 1 can of smoked oysters, that's at 190 calories. Let's see, 1 of the Chomps beef sticks, those come in at 100 calories. 1 Think beef stick, those are at 80 calories. So, and last but not least, I had 1 single pickled egg, and those are approximately 80 calories. All of these calories combined is a calorie intake of approximately 650 calories per day. That puts me in a serious calorie deficit. But but it was still a lot of food. That's the most important part, is I got home and I was able to eat. I was super satiated after eating all of this stuff. Yes, but by, day 4 and 5, I was really, really tired of sardines and oysters, but that's just part of it. And we'll just move on from there. All right, guys, number 3 is the weight loss update day to day. Exactly what did I weigh on what day of the week, and what type of feelings did I have throughout this weight loss? That's pretty important. But let's see, I weighed in on Sunday, and I did this after I ate and before I started the fast. I forgot to get a picture of that one or a video because I was just kind of debating on whether I was actually going to do this fast or not, or this fasting mimicking type fast. But I was about 310 pounds after I ate all of that food and before I started into the next day. So I went the next day with no food, just my vitamins, electrolytes, and nutrients all the way up until dinner time. And then after that, I did something I almost never do. And I tell people not to do this for a reason, because your weight is always going to be different when you have done everything throughout your day after you've ate a meal, drank a lot of water, maybe had some coffee or anything like that. But I was weighing myself at the end of every day, which is polar opposite of anything that you guys are used to watching me do. But I wanted to do this anyways, just because. All right, so on Monday, I weighed in at a weight of 308.6 pounds. I'm already down 2 pounds, just like that. So yeah, my last meal was on Sunday at around 6 or 7 o'clock at night. Went to bed, got up. I didn't eat again until Monday night at about 6 or 7 o'clock at night, because that's about the time I get home almost every single day. And I had already lost about 2 pounds. And I was pretty satisfied with that number. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to continue the rest of the week, and I'm just going to keep weighing myself at the end of every single day. And we're going to do this like all the way, up until Saturday morning's weigh-in. And that one surprised me too. So, okay, let's see. We got Monday out of the way. Tuesday, when I got home from work and I ate, I weighed in at a weight of 305 pounds even. That was pretty fabulous. I was like, man, I've already lost almost 5 pounds already. And a lot of that's going to be water weight, water retention. I noticed a lot of the swelling in my feet was starting to go away. And this is something that has been improving this entire time with all the weight loss I've had over the very start of this. But yeah, a whole solid 5 pounds by Tuesday. So, I mean, this is pretty incredible. And then, to top it off, all right, we went on into Wednesday. I came home, I weighed myself after dinner. I was 300 pounds, 300.6 pounds. Guys, I lost about 10 pounds in 3 days. Amazing. Okay. 10 pounds in 3 days. I'm just watching the scale just continuously drop. And then I hit a wall, which was pretty interesting come Thursday. So Thursday after I ate, my initial weight was 300.2 pounds. So I had a midweek stall, which I thought was rather interesting. And I was trying to think like, hey, was I more active that day or less active that day? And for the most part throughout the week, I've been pretty active at work. And that's something I was usually not doing so much as a truck driver in the past. So a lot of times I was just sitting in a truck hauling snow, driving around, to a dump site. You flip a switch, you dump it, you might get out and bang on the bed and knock some snow out. But at this job here, I'm in a lot of different trucks. I'm in and out. I'm opening and closing very large container doors. I have to use a lot of upper body movements. So expect this part of me to get bigger here in the near future. But that was surprising. Yeah, 300.2 pounds was my Thursday weight. And then comes Friday. I was kind of satisfied with Friday's weight because that was the first time I was under 300 pounds. And I've been on I've had a plateau going on here for, it seems like months. And there was a time where I quit smoking after I was down under 300 pounds. That was a mistake because I went way off the rails. My weight went right back up to almost like 325. And I've been fighting my way back down ever since. I did manage to lose some of that weight, but then I started to plateau right around 306, between 306 and 310 pounds. That was a major problem for me. And it was also really tough up here. But granted, I just stayed on plan. I stayed on the carnivore type eating plan. I was overeating meats. I was overeating fats. That's another thing to say here. but I was maintaining my current weight within, 5 or 6 pounds up or down. So that's the one beautiful thing about the carnivore diet, is it doesn't rocket you right back up into serious morbidly obesity like I was before, because nobody wants to be dysfunctional fat. It's one thing to be fat, but functional and able to work and perform duties at work, that's another thing. So once I was done Friday, I finished my last meal of sardines. I came home on Saturday. I had to work as well. But before I even got to go to work, I wanted to get up in the morning after this Friday weigh-in, which was 299.4. And then I wanted to see, okay, because I know for a fact that my weight changes while I sleep, because I lose weight while I sleep, especially when you're in ketosis. You're losing a lot of water weight mainly while you're sleeping. You're also losing fat content, which is coming out of your mouth like exhaust. So it's just, if you're in ketosis, you're just using your fuel tank and it's just burning and it's coming out of your mouth. And I thought that was incredibly cool. So I got up Saturday morning like I always do. And let's see, that weight there was 296.4 pounds. I'm officially down below 300 pounds. Now, I do have another milestone right after this that I'm looking to achieve, and that's to be under 300 pounds wearing my traditional work clothes. Let's say my sneakers, my pants, my shirt, my hat. I want to be able to be under 300 pounds and fully dressed, kind of like you would take your weight at the doctor's office. So that's kind of where I want to be pretty soon. So I'm going to fight to get there within the next couple of weeks. But yeah, that's a pretty dramatic weight loss there. 296.4. I can't remember what the total weight of that was. Let's go to my calculator here. So when I started this weight loss journey, I was 435 pounds minus 294.6. That is 140.4 pounds of weight loss. And I've been doing this a little bit over the year. That's when I started my weight loss journey. I started the carnivore type diet last September of 2023, and this is where I've gotten to so far. Now, I do use a 90-10 eating principle, which is 90% meats and fats and 10% I love my life. But that's pretty freaking amazing. I'm happy. I'm happy with all of this. So how did I feel throughout the week? Well, I felt pretty darn good, man. I had a lot of energy. You can hear it in my voice. I do have a lot of momentum in the way I talk. I communicate well. I respond well. I work in a high stress environment. There's a lot of noise going on. So everything around me is extremely loud. So we have to be cool, calm, and collective while working on our job sites. And that's another thing that I like about the carnivore diet, is it takes away that overall anxiousness, the overall anxiety, the depression of waking up every day and going to the same job, potentially having to do tasks you might not want to do. That's one thing I absolutely love about the carnivore diet. And plus it's a great weight loss maintenance type diet. Although unfortunately, if you overeat meats and fats, you tend to plateau, and then you have to make some kind of drastic measures. But as you can see here, I ate a carnivore mimicking type diet because all of the foods that I ate kept me in ketosis, and they helped me lose weight in a way that I could still provide myself with some satisfied type behavior when I got home, which is we eat dinner. We like to eat food. I am the kind of guy that I don't really do well if I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I just do OMAD or 24-hour fasting more naturally. And then on the weekends, I'll kind of loosen things up. Like today, I ate some hard-boiled eggs. I also ate some pickled eggs, and I also had a beef snack today, and it's before 12 o'clock. But okay, guys, my final conclusion about all of this, in order to break a natural plateau that happens on the carnivore diet, is, yeah, this works. And I also want to say, if any of you want to try this, please let me know if this works for you, because weight loss plateaus are a son of a gun. I mean, this might be a struggle for a lot of you to do, because there's people out there that just say, I can't eat oysters, I can't eat sardines. Now, just another reminder, I bought these products, everything here, I bought at Costco. I bought at Costco Business Center here in Anchorage, and it wasn't that expensive. So the Chomps beef sticks, I only had 5 of those. They're a little bit over $1 a piece. So there's about $5 there. The Think beef sticks, they're also about $1 a stick. So there's $10. And then we're talking the entire week. And then I bought a full package of those sardines and a full package of those oysters. Again, they're about $10 each. So we're looking at about $40 for the entire week, plus some eggs. So we can add in, however much the price of 5 eggs over the week. And there's my total cost. So we're looking at approximately $50 for an entire type week for carnivore mimicking. And that's incredibly affordable. I mean, I think almost anybody can afford that, especially if you're morbidly obese. I used to tend to spend more money on other crap food and not even pay attention to what I was spending my money on before. And I thought I was doing myself a favor by some of the foods I was eating. But the problem was I was only making one good choice here and there. And then the rest of the time I was just making piss poor decisions, one after another. So again, guys, I really do hope you appreciate this type of video here. This is my honest opinions and my honest experiences throughout all of this weight loss. And I apologize if I'm out here filming in my Jeep. This is the only quiet spot that I have to work today. I also have limited time considering I'm working 6 days a week now, and we're working 10 plus hours a day, and we're looking at moving into working approximately 12 hours a day really soon. But I did want to say, as always, guys, until next time, I think I got it all in there. I hope I got it all in there because, yeah, let's go see how this puts together. I don't know. I'm still sitting in my Jeep. I need to get out of here.